Good morning, children. We have studied how to read a CSV file into a data frame. Now let us see how to update or modify the contents in a CSV file. How to update or modify the contents in a CSV file using Python program. CSV file will be in a different location and we are modifying the contents in that CSV file using a Python program. So let us see how we can modify the contents. So we have to modify the contents of the particular cell by using a nan value. We are replacing the content of a value, content of a cell by a nan value. For that, we have to use an attribute called na underscore values. We have to use an attribute called na underscore values. Here we are updating a value by a nan value. Updating a value by a nan value. So, for updating a value with a nan value, we are using a parameter called na underscore values. That parameter is given a value which is to be changed. Is given a value which is to be changed. So let us see how the program works. So we import pandas as pd. We import our pandas library as pd. Then create a data frame df is equal to pd dot read underscore csv. We are providing the attribute na underscore values inside the read underscore csv function. It is the function to read a CSV file into a data frame. So we are giving the attribute inside the read underscore CSV function. Attribute inside the read underscore CSV function. So inside that function, the first parameter is the location of the CSV file. That is the location where the CSV file is located. That is, here I have stored the CSV file on my desktop. So its location is like this: desktop employee.csv, comma, the next parameter is the cell which has to be updated. So here we are updating the cell whose value is 16,000, whose value is 16,000 by a nan value, not a number value. So in this we are giving another attribute na underscore values equal to, in square brackets, 16,000. So from the data frame, you can see from the data frame the value 16,000 is in the column salary and it is the second value, second value. And after the program is executed and when we print this data frame df, you can see this 16,000 is replaced by nan, not a number value. 16,000 is replaced by nan. So to modify or update the contents in a CSV file, we use read CSV function, and inside that function a new attribute called na underscore values is given, and the value given for na underscore values is, in square brackets, the cell value of the cell which is to be replaced by nan value. So we have studied how to read a CSV file and how to update a value with a nan value. Now let us see how to write a CSV file with default index. How to write a CSV file with default index. So to create a CSV file from a data frame, the toCSV function method is used. toCSV method is used. to_CSV method. To read, we used read_CSV. We can do this either by transferring the records directly to the CSV file or by copying the contents of the original CSV file to another file. We can write a CSV file in two ways. First one is by directly transferring the data in a data frame to CSV file, or we can copy the contents of one CSV file and create a new CSV file. So in two ways we can write a CSV file. First one is by transferring the data in the data frame to a CSV file, or another method is to copy the contents of one CSV file to another file. So let us see the one method, that is copying the contents of one CSV file to a new CSV file. Here we are copying the contents of the file employee.csv to empnew.csv. Actually only one CSV file exists, that is employee.csv, and by copying the contents by using this program, a new CSV file called empnew.csv will be created. So first, before we were doing, we had only only one CSV file was there, employee, and here we can copy or write the data, that is create a duplicate copy of employee.csv as empnew.csv. So let us see the program how to create a copy. So first we import the pandas as PD, then create a data frame df is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, then in bracket the location of the first file, that is employee.csv. Then in next line df dot to csv. To csv is the function to write a CSV file. To_CSV is the function to write a CSV file. So here we are writing a CSV file, that is here we are by copying the one content of one CSV file to another CSV file. So for that we are writing the code as df, that is our data frame related to the first CSV file, data frame of first CSV file. So we are copying the contents from that data frame related to the first CSV file and creating a new CSV file. So we have a data frame which is read from the first CSV file. We have our data frame df which is read from, you can see read underscore csv will read the data from the employee.csv and create a data frame df, and we are converting this data frame into, copying the contents of this data frame into a new CSV file. For that we are writing the code as df dot to underscore CSV in bracket, same location I am specifying, in the same location in on my desktop, and creating writing the file name as empnew.csv. Actually there is no file name like that. After writing this file name and executing the code, a new CSV file named empnew.csv will be created. After executing this program, a new CSV file will be created. Then print df. Now you can see a new data frame. Our data frame is printed here. Our data frame is printed here, df is printed here, and you can see a new CSV file empnew is created. A new CSV file empnew is created on the desktop on the same location, and when I opened that CSV file, you can see the contents of the CSV file look like this. empnew is the name of that, you can see here name of that CSV file, empnew, what I have given here. So empnew is the name of the CSV file, and it contains all the data that was in the data frame df, that was in the data frame df. You can see the data frame df, and the new CSV file also contains all the columns and rows in the data frame df. We have copied the contents of employee.csv to a new CSV file empnew.csv. For that, first we read the contents of the employee.csv file. Then we write that data frame by using the function to underscore CSV, df dot to underscore CSV. Next method is saving data frame as CSV file. Here we have copied the contents of one CSV file to another CSV file. Now here we are directly saving a data frame to a CSV file. This is the direct approach of creating a CSV file, by first creating a data frame and then loading it into a CSV file format. First we import our pandas as PD, that is we are going to create a data frame and then writing that data frame into a CSV file. For that, to create a data frame, we have to either use a list or a dictionary. So here we have used a dictionary student. So in the student dictionary, you can see key, roll number and its corresponding values, comma, another key student underscore name, colon, its corresponding values. Values are given as a list. Then another key, marks, colon, its corresponding values. Then another key, class, colon, its corresponding values. Since here class is represented along with the division section, so it is represented as a string, so it is enclosed in single quotes. So we are creating this dictionary student into a data frame. So for that we are using df is equal to pd dot data frame in bracket the dictionary, that is student. Then after creating the dictionary student, the student dictionary data frame will look like this. All the keys in that dictionary will become the column names. All the keys in the dictionary will become the column names, and all the values will become the rows of that particular column. Values in that particular column. All the values in the dictionary become the values of that particular column. Now we have to write this data frame into a CSV file. For that writing, we know we have a function called to_CSV. Here we write the function as df, that is our data frame, dot to_CSV. Same as here, df dot to_CSV. This write a function. Likewise here for reading we write pd dot read_CSV, but for writing we are writing from a data frame, so we have to write like df dot to_CSV, that is df is the data frame name. Likewise for reading we do not need df dot, because we are reading from a CSV file and creating a data frame. But for writing we are writing from a data frame, so we need data frame name. So here our data frame name is df dot to_CSV, because our data frame name is df dot to_CSV. Inside that we are giving the location where a new CSV file has to be created. So the location where our CSV file has to be created is on the desktop, and the file name is student.csv, and the file name is student.csv. This is the name what I have given. So print df will print the data frame df. You can see the data frame, it contains rows and columns that are specified in the dictionary. So after we have created a CSV file from this data frame, you can see a CSV file is created and its name is student, because we have given here student.csv. So a CSV file is created with the name student, and it has column names that we have specified in the data frame: roll number, student_name, marks, class. So this CSV file has same column names and same data specified in the data frame. So this is how we write the contents of a data frame to a CSV file. So we can create or write data into a CSV file in two methods. Either we can copy from one CSV file to other CSV file, or we can directly write the contents of the data frame to a CSV file. Next is, there are cases in where we don't need to import all the columns. All the columns may not be needed. There are cases where we need only few of the columns in the CSV file, or few of the columns in the data frame. We need only few of the columns in the data frame. In certain situations, it is required to create duplicate file containing only selected fields, that is, selected columns are only needed to be displayed. In such cases, we can specify the columns that are to be displayed in the CSV file, that are to be copied in the CSV file. That is, while we are copying the contents from one CSV file to another CSV file, suppose we don't need all the columns, we need only some of the columns. In such cases, we can specify in the to_CSV function, we can specify a parameter called columns equal to the name of the columns equal to name of the columns which are to be displayed in the new CSV file. So here you can see the working of the program. Here we have first imported the pandas as PD. This program is same as that of the copying employee.csv to emp new. Here in this program, all the columns in the data frame or the employee.csv file is copied to the new emp new.csv. But in the same program, we are making few changes and displaying only 2 columns. So in here, same program, import pandas as PD, then df is equal to pd dot read underscore csv, in bracket the location of the first file which we are copying. So employee.csv is our main CSV file which we are going to copy. So employee.csv, then here we have imported we have read the contents of the CSV file to a data frame, the function read underscore CSV. Now after reading, we are writing it into another CSV file. So for that, the statement is df dot to underscore CSV. In that, the location of the new file where the file has to be created with name emp new.csv, and in the attribute comma new attribute columns equal to in square bracket the 2 columns that has to be displayed. So here we are displaying the column emp id comma name. Column names are to be enclosed in single quotes. Then print the data frame. The data frame will be printed as the contents of the original employee.csv file. The data frame is created with the employee.csv file. So all the contents of that employee.csv file will be displayed in the data frame, and from the data frame we are creating a new CSV file, that is emp new. In emp new, only the specified columns will be displayed, that is the columns emp id and name. These 2 columns will be displayed. So you can see in this emp new, only 2 columns emp id and name is displayed. The rest of the columns are not displayed, unlike here. Here you can see all the columns in the data frame are copied, because here we didn't specify the attribute columns. But here we have specified the attribute columns, so only the specified columns in the employee.csv file are copied to the new CSV file, that is emp new. Okay children, thank you. This chapter is over. All of you try all these examples